Now, good viber, I wanted to talk a little bit about the chakras. I wanted to talk a little bit about blockages, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the idea of destroying your chakras. Now, I feel like there has been a little bit of distortion going around with this idea that you must destroy your chakras in order to reach enlightenment or something like that. Now, first off, I wanted to start off by saying this is from my experiences. I'm just sharing what I personally have gained insight on and how I understand the chakra system to go and how it is assisting in, you could say, the collective conscious evolution towards enlightenment. Okay, so the chakras are a blueprint. When we say blueprint, that is how we identify certain areas of a layout of, in this case, an energy body. I believe every living organism has its own chakra system, as the chakras are universally just a system to categorize the different densities of energy that we perceive and interact with. So, when we use the chakras in spiritual practices such as Reiki healing or Kundalini, we see that we can categorize certain energies, and the collective consciousness that has created these kind of idea constructs can be summoned upon using this. Like, for instance, in Reiki healing or crystal healing, you could place the crystals upon the chakra areas. And because there's a giant collective consciousness that is aware of these, and also just the nature of your body and where they're placed along the line, the spine, in these vital organ areas, they're also vital energy points. The chakras are just where we realize, like, there's a clump of energy. Okay, in this case, we could see physically, all of the 7 in-body chakras, which is what I'm discussing in this video. Please keep in mind that there are hundreds of thousands of variations. I think the 12 system is another really popular one as well, but right now we're just talking about the 7 in-body ones. When you're placing those crystals right on the, maybe the palms of the hands, the bottoms of the soles of the feet, aligned along the spine as it is aligned, you realize that there are these clumps again of energy. And when I say clumps, maybe I'm gonna stick to the word clumps, okay? Clumps of energy such as the root chakra, and maybe you could say our sexual glands or our tailbone, and you could also say that this is where we're balancing, and this is also like the lower areas. And there's a lot of different energy that we could start diving in. Now, there's also certain energies that are not physical that are associated with this clump of energy, such as family, trauma, fear, overeating or undereating. All of these different energies have been clumped together in this area. And it's been assigned a color, and it's been assigned a name. It's been assigned many mantras and mudras that assist in a way, incantating that energy and understanding it further. So the chakras are just these little clumps of energy, or portals or vortexes, you could say, that we have assigned meaning to, and because the collective consciousness has assigned this meaning to it, it kind of grows in that energetic resonance. Okay. So, when you hear someone say your chakras must be destroyed in order to reach enlightenment, the idea, or a lot of the constructs around them, I would say, need to be destroyed. The chakras, again, are just blueprints. Like if I were to give you almost like a map, you could say, right? A map of this energy goes here, this energy goes here, this energy goes here. It's a map, but map might not be the best way to look at it. Maybe more like a coloring book. I'm not sure if that makes sense, more or less. But the thing is, when you are destroying your chakras, you have to realize that it's more of just a thought manifestation, a thought form that is used to categorize and organize these energies to make it easier for us to logically understand how life force moves through us and what forms of existence are we experiencing and interacting with. You cannot really destroy chakras because, again, it's more of an idea, but I do understand where they are coming from. Traditionally, chakras are also looked like as knots, going back to that word clumps of energy. A lot of the time, these knots are like you can have different streams of energy for different things running, like our root chakra may have a direct stream all the way to our third eye, and along the way could also have one to our heart or our sacral. So when we are thinking of the chakras as these strings of creation or these knots that all have clumped together, 7 big clumps if you see. When I think of destroy those chakras, I think more of untangle those knots so that instead of having these clumps of energy, you now have the streamlined full body of energy that is perfectly intermingling with each other. That is what I see and feel and hear when I hear someone say, destroy your chakras. And this is also through, of course, I have been studying the different origins of where chakras have come from. I think the most popular is through the Hindu deities, but it should be mentioned that there have been reoccurring energy bodies very similar throughout history in all areas of land. Many cultures have created their own version of this without even socializing before, westernization came and kind of did its thing. So this is just my interpretation of what I have learned, what I have seen, and what I have experienced. You are not going to destroy something that never existed, but you can comb through those mental assigned, labeled lumps of energy and allow them all to intermingle so that when you reach enlightenment, you realize, and this is just coming from me, a human girl, right? I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna say. You realize that everything is made out of the same stuff, and even though we use the chakras to categorize certain types of energy, it is all ultimately still from the same one source that has created everything. So, bam, really the chakras, again, are just there to evaluate, to see, to map out these energies. But they are not like, follow the map. You realize that the map is made out of the same stuff that the things are showing, and it's all just the same. It's just the same creator, source, everywhere. So, I won't make this much longer, fam. I just wanted to say, allow yourself to realize, chakras are a stepping stone for understanding how our energy intermingles and interacts together so that we can better allow ourselves to comb out any lumps or any blocks that we might have, any knots, untie the knots, and allow for the streamline of just beautiful, harmonized, intermingling, balanced energy to take place in our body so that truly we are balanced and aligned with the divine mission and source reason that you are here. Yeah, fam, that is, press a thumbs up right now. If you think that this video was helpful or assisted you in understanding and on your journey, I would love to know what you have gotten from this video and what your thoughts are about destroying the chakras, unblocking the chakras, untying the chakras, or the whole ideology of chakras. Because again, I love talking about chakras. They're a great way to really understand the different aspects of energy that run throughout our body in this life experience. But if there is something to be said about being free of all labels and constructs, and realizing that truly everything is energy. So what does energy mean for you? Okay, so fam, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. I hope you like this angle.